Today we are going to talk about the instrument called Venturimeter. That Venturimeter that is used to measure the rate of flow of the liquid when it flows through the pipe. So here the Venturimeter that works on the principle of Bernoulli's theorem. Bernoulli's theorem. This is one of the important applications of Bernoulli's theorem. Here look at the Venturimeter arrangement. So this is the device which is called as Venturimeter. Here this is the wider end of the Venturimeter. The name of the end is called A. The cross section of the A end that can be taken as A. On the other end, is it clear? This cross section and this cross section both are similar. Here the diameter of the tube is constant here. So when it comes here it becomes narrower, and at the end B in the middle part the cross section of the B end is small a. Compared to the diameter, here the cross section is less. The cross section at B can be taken as small a. Are you clear? So this portion and this portion both are looking similar. This tube and this tube both are connected by a small narrow tube, so within which the cross section is small a. So when the liquid flows, when liquid enters in the end A, the velocity to be taken as V1. Are you clear? So there the density of the liquid is taken as rho. When the liquid enters inside, what happens when it comes to that point B, suddenly it has to flow through the smaller cross sectional area. So here the pressure when it enters here, there the pressure of the liquid should be taken as P1. So when it comes through the smaller, wider, small, narrower portion, the pressure is decreased. Here the pressure is more, here pressure is less. The difference in pressure that can be called as del P. Are you clear? Here the pressure is more, here the pressure is less. The difference in pressure that can be measured by the device called manometer. The name of this portion is called manometer. The wider end and the narrower end both are connected by a U-tubed shape like manometer. So within the manometer you can fill up that mercury or some other liquid. Usually mercury that is used as a manometric liquid, the density of the mercury can be taken as rho m. Then density of the liquid is taken as rho, density of the manometric liquid is taken as rho m. Are you clear? Because of the difference in pressure, what will happen now? The liquid that rises up, are you clear? Very closer to that end, narrower end, the liquid that rises. Why it rises? Because pressure is low. That's why there is a push here, because of that it rises up. Now we can measure the difference in level. In between this height and height, there is a difference in height. With the help of the difference in height, we are able to measure the difference in pressure. Are you clear? The difference in pressure between this region and this region that can be measured by the difference in height. So manometer, the purpose of connecting the manometer is to measure the difference in pressure. Understood? So with the help of this arrangement Venturimeter, we are able to calculate the rate of flow. Rate of flow, where we are going to measure the rate of flow. The rate of flow means, is it clear? Here in this region alone the rate of flow can be written. What is rate of flow? Is it clear? The time taken to enter inside, how much amount of liquid that flows through the end A, that can be calculated. That is called rate of flow. Are you clear? That rate of flow, that is the aim of that Venturimeter. That is the purpose of using the Venturimeter. Are you clear? So to measure the rate of flow, the following steps to be followed. Here at end A, is it clear? At end A, look at the velocity. The velocity of the liquid is taken as V1. Here in the end, here in this intermediate point B, the velocity of the liquid is taken as V2. Are you clear? V1 is lesser than V2. How can we say V1 is lesser than V2? Here the area of cross section is more. Here the area of cross section is less. Already we have learnt the same concept in equation of continuity. When the area of cross section is more, there the velocity of the liquid is less. When the area of cross section is lesser, velocity will be greater. Are you clear? We know the equation called, what is this? A1 V1, A1 V1 is equal to A2 V2. The same equation can be written. So from equation of continuity I can write it as, what is the area of cross section here? A. What is the velocity of the liquid? V1. That is equal to, clear, you have to consider this point B. There, what is the area of cross section? A, small a. What is the velocity? V2. So this is the equation which is written with the help of which one? Equation of continuity. Therefrom we are able to get the expression for V2. What is V2? V2 is the velocity at the point B. V2 is equal to A V1 divided by A V1 divided by small a. So this is the expression of the velocity at the point V2. Understood? So that V2 is ready. Our aim is to calculate the rate of flow at the point A. Here in between I have written the which equation? Bernoulli's equation. Already I have told the Venturimeter that is working with the principle called, what is this? Bernoulli's principle. This equation to be taken now. In this equation, this is a basic fundamental equation of the Bernoulli's theorem. In this equation, we have to do certain modifications. What I have to do? Look at that. I am going to rewrite the equation. This factor P by rho g, no, each factor must be multiplied by rho g into rho g divided by, already rho g is there in the denominator. In the numerator, rho g to be multiplied. Are you clear? Throughout you can multiply. So rho g is multiplied by rho g plus v square rho g divided by 2g can be written, which is a constant. So like that we have to write. Now this rho g can be cancelled, g can be cancelled. So what is the remaining thing? P. Simply P is there, plus v square rho divided by 2 is there. So you will be getting the new equation, P plus v square rho divided by 2 is a constant. So now we have derived the Bernoulli's equation according to our convenience. Are you clear? So this is the new form of the Bernoulli's equation. Understood? Now we are going to use the same equation and we are going to apply the new equation at the end A and also at the end B. Okay, the same thing that should be used, is it clear, here and there. Are you clear? I am going to write two equations. One equation to be written for end A and the next equation to be written for end B. Are you clear? How will you write? I will write it here now. So what is the pressure here? The pressure at the end A, that can be taken as, what is this? P1 plus, what is V? Velocity of the liquid at the end A, that can be written as V1 square rho divided by 2. This one can be equated with which one? The equation, same kind of equation to be written for end B. Therefore I can write it as P2 plus V2 square rho divided by G. Are you clear? So both are equal to which one? Constant. Understood? So here, this is the equation which is written for end A, this is the equation which is written for end B. Could you understand this? Now we can calculate from this equation, we can calculate the difference in pressure. What is difference in pressure? Here the pressure is more, here the pressure is less. Are you clear? Difference in pressure is nothing but P1 minus P2. Are you clear? Difference in pressure is nothing but P1 minus P2 is called difference in pressure. So it is simply called as del P. The difference in pressure can be calculated by finding the height difference between this level and this level. Are you clear? So how will you calculate the difference in pressure? This factor to be brought here. Only then you will get the factor called difference in pressure. P1, bring it here, minus P2. P1 minus P2. Bring this factor here. V2 square rho by 2 minus V1 square rho divided by 2. I have written, is it clear? This factor in this side. So automatically the sign must be altered. The sign must be changed. Understood? So I have written this equation. This P1 minus P2 is nothing but, what is this? Difference in pressure. Del P is equal to, Here what are the other factors, common factors, tell me. Rho by 2 is a common factor. Rho by 2 in bracket we can write, is it clear, V2 square minus V1 square. So like that we can write. Understood? Here look at the factor called V2 square. Here V2 square is there. Already we have calculated V2 here. This expression must be substituted here. Are you clear? Difference in pressure del P is equal to rho divided by 2. Within the bracket substitute V2. A V1. What is this? A V1. A V1 divided by A. This entire factor must be squared. Minus V1 square can be written. Already V1 square is there. Del P is equal to rho divided by 2. Here everything must be squared. Are you clear? A square V1 square divided by A square minus V1 square. So like that we can write. What is the common factor here? V1 square is a common factor. So that can be taken out. Understood? This V1 square can be taken out. After taking out, what will happen? You will get the new form of equation. Look at that. Del P is equal to rho. Okay. You will bring this factor here. V1 square divided by 2 A square divided by A square minus 1. Are you clear? You will get this equation. Finally, we can write it as del P is equal to rho V1 square divided by 2. Here take LCM A square minus small a square. So this is the formula to calculate the difference in pressure. Understood? This is the formula called, what is this? Difference in pressure. From this equation you have to get the expression for speed. Is it clear? Speed with which it enters at the end A. Okay, this is the equation in which V1 is there, V1 square is there. In the next step I am going to calculate V1. What is V1? V1 is nothing but speed of flow of the liquid in the end A. Now we are going to derive the final step. Already I have calculated the difference in pressure. Again I will rewrite the equation. Del P is equal to rho V1 square in bracket capital A square minus small a square divided by A square is there. Here in the denominator 2 is there. From this equation we are able to get the velocity with which the liquid flows within the tube. In the entering end, if it is moving with certain velocity, no, its velocity V1 can be calculated. Keep this factor in one side, V1 square, and you have to cross multiply the rest of the factors. What are the factors? 2 del P A square whole divided by, bring all the factors down. Are you clear? V1 square should be kept in one side. Remaining factors are rho and A square minus small a square. So this is the expression for which one? V1 square. To get V1, what we have to do? V1 is equal to square root of, all the factors must be written within the square root. 2 del P A square divided by rho A square minus A square. So this is the final expression. Are you clear? Now we have calculated velocity with which the liquid enters into the pipe is calculated. Now we have to calculate the volume of the liquid that flows in the end A per second to be calculated per unit time. That is called rate of flow. What is rate of flow? Rate of flow is nothing but volume of the liquid that flows through the end A per unit time to be calculated. For that, what is the formula? Here what is the cross section? A. The rate of flow. What is this? Rate of flow or volume of liquid flowing per second, both are similar. Rate of flow. For that the formula, rate of flow at which end? At the end A to be calculated. The formula is area of cross section that is to be multiplied with the velocity V1. Already V1 is there. The remaining thing is A is there. Just simply multiply this entire factor by A. A into square root of 2 del P A square whole divided by rho a square minus a square. So this is the expression. By knowing the value of cross section small a, difference in pressure can be calculated by manometer. The difference in height, that gives you the difference in pressure. In between this level and this level, one height is there, no, with the help of which we are able to calculate the difference in pressure. Density of the liquid that flows within the pipe must be known. Area of cross section of the end A to be known. By substituting all the value, we are able to calculate the rate of flow. Are you clear? Flow speed or rate of flow at end A can be calculated. Okay, so that is the purpose of using the Venturimeter. Okay.